Hello everyone and welcome back to my Beyond the Gates 24 official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. With Nicole's awards fate just days down, it's time for the entire Dupree family to meet the press. Anita and Vernon intend to handle any delicate questions about Dani's recent incarceration, and she promises to let them do so. But not everybody is in the mood to talk. Effects are still super tense for Jacob and Naomi, who remains furious with her hubby for agreeing to arrest Dani. She formerly had trust issues with men, thanks to being raised by Bill, and now she doesn't know if she can trust Jacob. Right now, I do ain't fate the man that I married, she says, despite him averring that he was just doing his job. After catching wind of the Dupree's impending interview, Bill arranges a press conference of his own at the establishment. With nothing to hide, he fields questions from a mass of predators. He says he invited the Duprees to his marriage to show that indeed spouses can be regardful, but he also believes that Dani is mentally unstable. Dani's tried murder charges indeed come up, but Vernon says they've nothing further to add. We do'n't blink Dani's jest. But we clearly understand what drove her to it, Anita says. Coming question. Also, the journalist brings up Bill's assertion that Dani is mentally deteriorating, egging the woman of the hour to crash the interview and defend herself. While Bill spends his press conference oil Dani as a violent and dangerous monster, Dani remains calm, cool and collected during her own interview, averring that she poses a trouble to no bone. After the interview, Dani tells Naomi not to hold a grudge against Jacob for arresting her. "Don't let my mistake bring you the love of a continuance," she tells her son. "He's one of the good bones. Stop pushing him down." Little do they know, Jacob's connubial straits are about to become the least of his problems. He meets his new mate, Operative Marcel Malone, who makes quite the first print. "You're going to keep your nose clean and out of my business," he tells Jacob. "Else, you're going to wish you've no way met me." Marcel indeed brings up Dani's arrest, telling Jacob to clean up his home life so it doesn't affect him on the job and potentially jeopardize them both. "You done?" Jacob asks, calling Marcel a smart burro on his way out of the firmament. Oh, these two are going to get along swimmingly. At least Jacob does manage to patch effects up with Naomi before the end of the hour. "I'm not Bill," he reminds her. "I would no way in a million times treat you like that sorry reason of a man did." And just like that, Jacob is officially upgraded from settee back to bed. Leslie and Eva catch up over Regale, where Eva reveals that she spoke with Ted about the father she no way knew. Leslie tells Eva to be careful, reminding her that she's playing a dangerous game as if Leslie wasn't just on the roof of the sanitarium with Ted's wife. However, it's Leslie, if anyone should be advised about taking effects too far. Eva correctly calls Leslie out for her own questionable conduct, but Leslie doubles down. "The difference is that I've a plan," she says. Back at the establishment, Tomas asks Bill for his authorization to date Kat. He expects some pushback, but Bill is unexpectedly chill about it. "You want to play with fire? Be my guest," Bill tells him. While they bandy Kat's romantic prospects, Kat grills Chelsea about her own. Kat is completely probative of Chelsea being bisexual, or still she chooses to identify, but she can't get down with the idea of a throuple. "I'm further of a Michelle looking for her Barack," Kat says. Tomas wastes no time calling Kat, who offers to cook him Regale when she's back from her coming business trip. Back at Dupree Manor, Vernon and Anita celebrate a successful day in the battleground. They agree that Dani should take pride in how effects turned out, with Vernon adding, "We surely won this round." But perhaps they shouldn't start celebrating just yet. Between Bill obsessively Googling news about Dani, and Dani angrily dropping her phone into a gin and alcohol just to watch a videotape of him flitter out, this war has only just begun. Wednesday, March implies some massive stunners on the horizon. Joey Armstrong continues his deception, while Andre Richardson and Ashley Morgan get caught in a moment. In other news, Dana Leslie Thomas's questions Eva Thomas's fidelity. Read on below to find out further about what's to come on the newest CBS cleaner. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday's show reveal that Joey will continue to deceive Doug McBride by roping him into a backroom game. Joey knows that Doug is a gambling addict and a terrible player at that. While Doug believes Joey's a great Joe, Joey just wants Doug under his thumb, which is why he was generous enough to pay off his laying debt. He wants Doug indebted to him for a bigger plan. Will Doug be in for a rude awakening after Wednesday's show? Speaking of Doug, his woman, Vanessa McBride, will be in a messy situation of her own when her particular coach, Diego, gets jealous. Will he stumble across Vanessa with another man? Will his conduct be concerning? Across city, Andre and Ashley will get caught up in a moment, and her swain, firefighter Derek Baldwin, will intrude it. It's doubtful that Andre and Ashley will cross a line, but could Derek find his girl confidant getting her flirt on with her friend? Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday, March 12th, reveal that Leslie will question Eva's fidelity. Will Eva start to question Leslie's story? Her mama has been going on and on about how terrible Ted Richardson was to her, and how awful Nicole Richardson is. Now that Eva is spending time with the family, will she see that her mama has been lying about them this entire time? Incipiently, Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Smith have had their fair share of issues recently. Smitty wants to return to work, while Martin has borns of getting president and needs his hubby to concentrate on his stay-at-home daddy duties. During Wednesday's show, it looks like the two will strike up some kind of deal that will be salutary to the both of them. Will Martin bend to Smitty's need to concentrate on his career, too? Beyond the Gates spoilers and updates reveal this cleaner is unlike any you've ever seen. Patron and creator Michelle Van Gene teases a confirmed and messy family drama awaits. Celebrated as the first Black Day cleaner in over times and the initial hour-long series featuring a Black ensemble, this absorbing drama is set to debut on CBS February. It centers around the Dupree family, gauging multiple generations, as they navigate life in enrich exurb of Washington, Nebraska, of the flush African American communities in the country. Still, beneath the polished facade of Fairmont Crest, with its luxurious dining options and elite country clubs, the Dupree's putatively idyllic actuality is riddled with retired trueness and difficulties. The cast features Tamara Tooney in the part of Dame Anita Dupree, and Clifton Davis as the family primogenitor Vernon Dupree. Daphne Duplay Ortreys Nicole Dupree Richardson, and Carla Mosley Dani Dupree, representing the coming generation. You've no way encountered characters like these on day TV ahead, reveals Michelle Van Gene, the visionary behind the new cleaner. Wonderfully chaotic, they're not without their excrescencies, in fact, they embrace their messiness, she explains. Van Gene emphasizes that, much like numerous Black families, the Duprees are fiercely pious to one another. Indeed, when pressures run high and they're not speaking, if one of them faces an extremity, the others will rally to support them. That's the substance of our show, Van Gene shares. It glasses the core of utmost cleaner operas, filled with drama, but it's anchored in commodity deeper, and for us, that anchor is family. While the Duprees are notorious for their dramatic faculty, Van Gene intends to steer clear of certain cleaner pieces cliches, at least for the time being. I fantasize my show as being more embedded in reality. I misdoubt we'll encounter any it's tricky to prognosticate occasionally. I do'n't want to rule anything out if it fits the narrative. Generally speaking, we wouldn't be featuring aliens or anything of that sort. It's all about family dynamics. For Van Gene, casting a cleaner pieces centered on fat Black individualities navigating their chaotic lives has been a dream she's nurtured for decades. Her trip began with Generations, the groundbreaking cleaner which vented on NBC. Van Gene describes her trip as her training ground, which set the stage for the creation of BTG after she was approached by Sheila Ducksworth, the president of CBS Studios/NAACP Venture. Van Gene credits Ducksworth, who's also an administrative patron, as the driving force behind the design. Ducksworth expresses her want to showcase a family like the Duprees on day television, pressing the need for further Black representation in the kidney. I felt commodity was missing, commodity I hadn't seen ahead, she shares with People. In cleaner operas, we frequently see just 1, 2, or 3 characters out of 40 who are culturally and racially different, and that's not enough, Ducksworth explains. I always wanted to see a more accurate reflection of real life. It's pivotal for people worldwide to see another perspective on Black life in America. I believe it's important, she continues. It's both aspirational and attainable, and that's what we aim to show. The program showcases a different, multi-generational ensemble that includes actors from white, Asian, and Latinx backgrounds, along with characters representing a range of sexual individualities. Ducksworth emphasizes that Cult can anticipate a show that covers everything, particularly pressing the significance of age representation, as it offers a cleaner pieces where a broader diapason of people is reflected. She emphasizes that this groundbreaking series reveals the complications of the Black experience, offering the world a distinctive perspective. We've chosen a position that's truly special. It's the Mecca. It's a place with the loftiest quantum of Black wealth in the country, yet it has entered important attention.